make sure this is actually streaming and picking up my thing. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Ooh. There we go. Try that again. Test 1, 2. There we go. Try that again. Test 1, 2. Okay, there we go. Hey guys, what's going on? So, I went back to Odyssey the other day after I finished Far Cry 5. But then I was like, you know, I don't really want to play any more Far Cry 5. I think I'm done playing it. But I was like, I really kind of want to start New Dawn. I kind of want to see what became of the bad guy, what happened to quote unquote my character. I mean, it's just the character, I guess, really. Because you can choose male or female, so it's kind of just the character. It's not even, well, I was going to say if your character doesn't have a name, but I guess your character's name is Rookie, I guess, because the other characters call you Rook. So, it's just kind of the character, really. But anyway, I was really curious, and I was like, you know, I kind of want to play Far Cry New Dawn. I kind of want to see what's going on with it. I want to see what happened. I want to see... Because now, it literally is post-apocalyptic in that there was a nuclear blast. And... Jeez Louise, what happened next, you know? So, anyway, I wanted to see what happens next. So, we're going to see what happened next. Now, the thing that's interesting, at least to me, is I don't think I've ever played a game from start to finish streamed. Well, except for maybe Breakpoint. And maybe even Witcher 3. But although I think Witcher 3, I think I played some of it offline as well. But anyway, I thought with New Dawn, let's just do start to finish on stream and see what happens. So here we go. I've not even started the game. I haven't even previously started up the game. Like, even to get to this point, I've not even done that. So this is the very first time. So here we go. Start. Setting up profile. I wonder, there's a lot of things I'm curious about. I'm wondering, like, I assume you can also choose male or female like the previous game. I'm wondering if it has any other character, you know, change the color of the hair or anything like that. The previous game didn't because, you know, that's just how it went. Alright, here we go. New game. Ah, here we go. Select a body type. Ooh, cool. As captain of security for Thomas Rush, your mission is to secure and build settlements across America. Oh, so you're just left or right. I kind of want to choose female because the last game I chose male. But I kind of, it's funny, like, so Odyssey, I'm playing as female because Cassandra's just a badass. I mean, let's just be honest. That game, it's funny, I read something about that initially they were going to have it be just a male character for Odyssey. And then I don't know if it was last minute, but then they decided, well, no, let's do either or. And I think about that and I go, yeah, good thing because Cassandra makes that game. If you didn't have Cassandra, forget it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with male. I mean, you know, I'm gonna stick with male. Oh, here we go. I don't want hard ass, definitely, and I don't think I want explorer either, because I think that's maybe a little too easy. So let's do tough. Cross our fingers that hopefully that's not too tough. Oh yeah, there's the that's basically like explosion from the last game.
The day I was born was the day the world collapsed.
Does it seem low, the volume?
Those that survived had to live new lives underground. Up above there was nothing but ash, cold, and death. People thought it would last forever, but without us up there, life returned. I was 6 years old the first time I saw the sun.
Oh wow, look at that.
Mom and Dad were heartbroken by what they saw. The world they'd known gone forever. But not me. I'd never seen anything so perfect. We weren't the only ones who'd survived, and slowly but surely, our little community grew. It wasn't always easy, but for a time, there was peace
Want to make sure
and
the home's good.
prosperity. A new home, a new life, a new normal. But, like all things in this world, it was too good to last. The highwaymen came from the east, led by a pair of sisters. Twins. Said they'd heard about our little paradise. Said they wanted it for themselves. We never stood a chance. They took everything from us. Our food, our homes, our people. We needed a miracle. And that's when we heard the name Thomas Rush. He and his captain had been up and down the West Coast helping folks like us rebuild. And they were on a train headed right through Hope County. Mom sent me to find them, convince them to help us take our home back. They were our last hope, our salvation. But it all went horribly wrong.
So, I wonder if they're gonna, I assume they're going to address what happened in the previous game. With the salt. Got a whole bunch of coffee for today as well. Although I may not stream it for a couple of hours. Because Boop show is at, well, 4:30 Central is Boop show. So I want to switch over and watch Scott and Brian Dunaway. It seems like this game, it might be the case that the whole country is bombed out. I'm not sure. Because the previous game, it was just one county, basically. So we shall see.
Captain, you're alive! Jesus! They're heading this way. Get up, Captain! Come on, get up! What's the fucking highwaymen? They're gonna kill us! Get up, Captain, get up!
Jesus, Barnes, keep screaming like that, you're gonna bring them all down on us.
Rush, you're alive!
Help me!
No, we have no time, we gotta go!
Barnes, we are not leaving the cabin behind. They're coming fast. We need to stick together. Understood? Cap. Your time to shine. We need to get armed, we need to get our people, and we need you to find a way out of here.
I know, easier said than done.
One step at a time, Barnes.
Yeah,
lead,
Barnes, be
we'll
quiet.
follow.
Really? I'm the captain? Alright, crawling from the wreckage. Story mission. Here we go.
Oh my god. I thought it was dead.
We need to find the armory wagon. Gear up. Save as many people as we can. This way, Barnes. Stick with the captain.
We should cut our losses and run.
We'll be fine. More to be safe.
Aha, here we go. So we're sticking fists. Okay. Okay. That's fist up. Punch. Top left would be throw. Okay, so that's cool. Didn't you give me a knife? And where is it? Or sorry, he gave me a knife, but where is it? Oh, hang on, there's stuff right here. solvent, handgun ammo. Read. Interesting. Oh, and here's some medkit. Definitely need some of that. Ooh, there's good money here. Oh no, that's not money. It's just books. All right, dude, get out of the way. Jump. All right, got it. Dude, do you want to get out of the way, please? Thank you. Run looks like it is L3, so that's cool. Okay. That's duck, just like the previous game. Good, good. I like whenever I like when some of the stuff controls certainly. I like that a lot of that stuff can be the same. Oh wow, look at that.
Whoever you are on that train, listen up. This is highwayman territory. Everything you have is ours now.
Oops.
Me and my sister are coming for you.
God, there's a sandstorm coming. We're in big trouble if we get caught in that. We need to keep moving.
This guy Barnes needs to be quiet. He's really hang on. Ah, throwing knife. There we go. Black powder, solvent. Excellent. Cool. We have a throwing knife now. That's good. Dude, you need to get out of my way. You need to get out of my way. Oop, I have. Oh, use shield. Oh, wow.
Hang in there. We're not done yet. Stay together. Keep looking.
Loot.
Should be useful stuff in all this wreckage. Keep an eye out. See if there's something useful.
It's great that I have this shield and you can throw it, but it's kind of making me walk a lot slower and
This is very dangerous. Those highwaymen could be back at any moment. You better find the armory
Yeah,
wagon and get better weapons. Don't be foolish. We need to run.
I got you, don't worry, I got you.
That was close. Thanks, Cap.
Are you fucking problem makers?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Answer the fucking question.
I hear somebody talking.
You piece of shit problem
Ooh,
maker.
right there. Ooh, there's a gun right here. See if you can take him down silently here.
Who's fucking with me?
Oh, jeez! Holy moly! Dude, nice. Yeah, that stabbed him right in the heart, and then, yeah, wowzers. Okay. So now I have a gun. 6 out of 32. Nice. Okay. Check around here. This is all new environment, so we want to check out everything. We can. Oh, there's a thing to read right here. I don't know what to think about those these highwaymen. Don't say how bad it can be, because it could be bad.
I keep hearing them mention the twins.
Oops. Ooh, if I had a parachute, I could jump off right here just for the heck of it, but I do not have a parachute. And I don't have binoculars yet, it looks like, so...
Fuck your stupid train! This is what you...
What's that? I didn't hear you. You don't get to beat people up on my watch, mister.
Captain,
Liberate.
you're alive. They're gonna finish
Saw
us off if
launcher
we don't
ammo?
find weapons to
Jeez
fight back.
Louise. Oh, this guy's got something to read. Okay. There's a pistol on the ground, but I've already picked up a pistol. There's quite a bit of pistols here. They want to really make sure that you're armed. That's good. Have I already been in here? No, ammo. Reload. And grab the ammo. Make sure there's nothing to loot, but also, hey, you know, there may be some people still in here. You guys really need to get out of the way. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's like I kind of wanted to keep playing Far Cry 5, but I was like, well, the storyline's already done. And I don't really care about any of the other achievements. I was like, I don't really care about getting any of that other stuff. But I did want to kind of keep playing the game. Well, crap, we'll try New Dawn. I mean, I'm sure I'll like it. It's not like I think that I'm going to hate it or something. I'm just like, well, I was kind of wanting to maybe get back into Odyssey. I don't know. That's the thing, there's so many games to play.
The sooner we find everyone, the better.
The read thing. That's interesting that Hope County,
Oh my God.
they're talking about it
The
being
highwaymen
fertile.
are everywhere. I really think we should get out of here. Stay calm.
Keep going. There's gotta be more.
Idiots. Coming here like they own the place. We own the place.
Sorry, who owns the place? Oh, look at that. Packed just like the last one. Ooh, let's take that. Let's switch that out. Loot. Loot. Here. Got him.
Get the fresh meat ready for the twins!
Hey, they got him.
Rush! Rush, it's Carmina! Rush, if you're alive!
Oh, hang on.
The river. You can follow the river to Hope County.
Carmina's alive. You heard the lady. Let's get to the river. Captain, Barnes, everyone on me.
Got him.
You can make things easier on yourselves, or you can make things more fun for us.
We need to get out of here. Fall back.
Oh, hang on, here we go. That's what we want. Some great ammo in here, but
Twins are on their way!
We need to retreat.
oh, we can only have this or that. Well, I gotta go with the SMG for now. No, actually, that this one for now.
Captain, we gotta get out of here. wants warm bodies that can work.
Where are there more? Oh, there's some more bad guys. Oh, really?
Lou just wants to see blood.
You guys will bring this down to the corner!
We need to retreat.
Oh, really? Oh, there's a...
Get to the river.
Hang on, this is what we need. We need a saw. Oh, there's a bomb there. Ouch. No, I don't want to take that. No, I don't want to take that. Give me the saw back. Loot. Okay, there we go.
Fall back.
Really? She's gonna take multiple shots from a cannon? This freaking light machine gun? And still survive? Okay, well, alright. Push back the cannon here.
Captain, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah. I'm trying to loot all the bodies though. Hang on.
If you behave, we'll be nice to you. Swear.
I'm not having any... There we go. Alright, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, but...
We need to.
I want to know how these people are surviving multiple shots from this. I assume this is like an M60. I think it might be an M50. I don't know what this is. It's caliber. 10mm caliber, whatever. Okay, zip line. The zip lines are a thing. Oh wow, there's a truck right here.
I've got sand in my eyes, and there's highwaymen everywhere! Fight through it, friends. We're not done. Get to the river!
Let's get in this building here.
Get ready for the swim!
I'm already at here we got dynamite. Dude. Yeah, dude, you want to help me out?
Get out of here!
I guess I shouldn't try to loot so much because this is meant to be just escape. So, and it seems like they're probably just throwing people at you left and right.
Watch out! March!
Ow. And you don't have a parachute, so. Oh, jeez.
Fingers off those triggers. Let's see what they want.
See what they want? They've been trying to kill us all this time. What are you talking about? Are these the twins, these two ladies here? If so, then why can't we just kill them?
Well, Merry fucking Christmas, everybody. Santa delivered a whole damn train full of presents.
What do we have here?
I mean, none of these people, well, some of them have guns drawn, but
I gotta ask you rabbits a question. The fuck you think was gonna happen?
Riding in on a giant hunk of iron, just clouds of black smoke.
You think we wouldn't notice?
What do you want?
Barnes.
We want to know if you're problem solvers or problem makers.
What?
Our pops always told us that people either solve problems or make problems.
The world's got too many fucking problems.
And we're looking for people to help solve problems. Our problems.
I'm already
If
hating
you're a
their
problem
characters.
solver, we got you covered. Food, clothes, guns. Anything you need. Even health insurance. But if you make problems, well, Pops taught us what to do with problem makers.
Problem makers need to be solved.
Old man solved a shit ton of problems in his day.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So, rabbits. Are you all problem solvers or problem makers?
We solve problems. We've been solving problems all over this country.
Barnes.
We can give you fresh water, build shelters. We can get you anything you need.
Barnes,
Dude.
shut up.
You can build all that?
Well, I'm not me. But Rush here.
Dude.
Well, then you are gonna be our #1 problem solver.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
You done? So, let's try this again.
Why don't we just push
Gonna
these
help
two ladies
solve
off? I mean, why?
problems for us, Mr. Rush? Okay.
When you're that close, this close to the bad guys, and you're armed, you think?
Save yourself!
So I guess Rush is probably toast by now. Oh, Carmina saved him. Great. Cool.
Hey, hey, wake up, wake up. I recognize you from the train. You're captain of security, right? I'm Carmina. Oh my
She's the
god,
girl
I saw
who-
you hit the water and I was able to pull you out before you drowned, but near as I can tell, I think we're the only ones who got away.
Oh, man.
Come on. Okay. We have to be careful. The twins, they took off with Rush, but a lot of the highwaymen, they stuck around. Okay, we have to get back to Hope County. My mom.
But isn't
she'll know
Hope
what to
County
do.
overrun with these highwaymen as well?
Come on.
Okay,
there.
L1 to... Well, shoot.
Come on. We just need to follow the river to get to Hope County.
L1 to open the wheel.
I can't believe...
Oh, and survival guide. Let's look at the survival guide real quick. Aha! So this is very similar to Far Cry 5. You get your main story missions, and you get expeditions, side, outposts, treasure hunts, and completed. Okay. Great. Cool. Very much like the other one. Here's your weapons
They must
wheel.
have seen the train coming.
Oh, they
I
took
should've
my
known
gun.
better.
I got a stick of dynamite, though.
Those fucking twins, Nikki and Lou. The first time I saw them was when they came to
Look
our
around.
house.
The water tech looks a lot
I was
better.
there for a second.
Not that Far Cry 5 that the water
They
looks
win,
bad, but it
or
definitely
they
looks
burn
better.
down
Although
with
it's
us
kind of
inside.
shallow anyway, so you're supposed to be able to see the bottom, but
My dad tried to fight, so they took him. Then they took the house. My mom and I were forced to start over on our own.
ooh, there's
We
a
weren't their own
structure right here.
But my mom managed to bring
Oh,
survivors
and the
together,
Yucca, or
and we
no,
all
this
tried
isn't
to
Yucca,
build a
this
place
is
where we'd be safe.
whatever that, I can't pronounce that. Oh, look at the little lizards. Or those rats. Those are hairless rats, aren't there? Aren't they? Creepy. Oh, here we go.
The twins took my father away from us. I'll
Black
never
powder,
forgive them for
solvent.
that.
Okay. Punch through this. Copper. LMG ammo. I love how the LMG stands for light machine gun. It looks pretty heavy to me, though. Yeah, I have to say, New Dawn, this looks... Not that, like I say, Far Cry 5 wasn't bad, but this definitely looks way better. Like, wow, this looks great. Look at that. This looks great. Okay, explore all these areas here. Oh, what's up there? Can I go up there? Probably not. No, it doesn't look like it. Actually, it kind of does look like it, because this... Nope, can't get up there. Never mind. I think this game's going to have that same thing that I love as far as, like, buildings that are kind of overgrown, but still kind of cool. I love that they have these packs that look very much the same. Oh, there's another plant to grab. This is called Boy Gained Viet. I don't know. I have no idea. Ooh, what's down here? Hello. I was gonna say, hey, cool, I found a secret like area, but no, there's nothing here. That'd been cool if it was, though. What about over here? Anything? No? Looks like some not cactus, but something. Okay. What's it over there? Oh, it's a deer or something way over there, or whatever these creatures are. Because I assume that they're not meant to be. They're post-apocalyptic creatures, right? So I assume that's probably what's going on there. I guess we're supposed to continue up that way.
There's a tunnel up there that leads to Hope County. The highwaymen are blocking our way in. We're gonna need some firepower. Let's keep moving.
This guy, I think, is not going to make it. Of course, he could be sleeping.
What?
Okay, so we're needing to find firepower, but I'm not seeing any other place around here to... We can maybe loot some weapons or something. Grab some more plant. This is yucca again. Okay. I wonder, does yucca, is that where they get the Yucatan from? Is that the same thing? I don't even know. I don't think I have ever even seen like a yucca plant in real life. So I have no idea. a structure over there.
I passed through that old mine when I left to get help. There's a workbench inside. You can use it to build a weapon.
Okay, let's go that way
Rush
then.
was supposed to be the final piece so that we could finally...
I love video game design, the idea of like, they can kind of very subtly guide the player where they're supposed to go. By putting stuff like, oh look, there's a building, so instinctively the player will go, well, I should go toward the building because there may be something there. It's all over this way though. Anything? It's more of this plant that I can't pronounce. I love the aesthetic styling of these games. It's pretty cool. Oh, here we go. Loot that. And since we have no weapon at all, at least now we have a bat. Oh look, and they're doing a thing for somebody who's selling weapons, looks like. Oh, what do we have here? Components. We like components, don't we? Okay, and then grab those. Oh, I see duct tape. Nice. Perfect. Okay, and I want to get up there because there's something there. Duct tape and components. Nice. Oh, there's the workbench. Let's build something. But let's also... Ooh, more components. Because I'm going to assume components are used to make stuff with. Don't know for sure. Oh, did I just grab? There was a blade right there that I think I just grabbed. Duct tape. More LMG ammo and whatnot. Go look all through here before we go up there. Can't find, see if we can't find a whole bunch of crapola here. Oh, there's more components there. Fist fighting? Why would you want to tell me about fist fighting? Unless there was an enemy nearby that I was going to have to fist fight. Oh, there's more components. And duct tape. Gotta love the duct tape. Let's go over here. This is not that great of a base of operations, I wouldn't think, though, because like, how well can this be defended? What does that mean? More duct tape and components. Take that. Excellent. Oh, there's something. Yeah, 50 cal ammo. Oh, there's something right here. Can I break that? Apparently I can with my bare hands. I know I can break locks with my bare hands, can't you guys? Locks don't stand a chance against my bare hands. And I could take that stick, but I think the bat's probably better. Oh, yeah, see, I just grabbed something there. It didn't say what I grabbed, but I think it was a small circular saw blade. One of those, like what, 8-inch ones, I guess. Okay, I think we got, well, there's stairs over here. Let me check. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay. Cool. Med kit. Oh, my med kit's full. I mean, I guess that's good, but... Oh. Oh, there we go. Handgun ammo. Excellent. Although I don't have a handgun. It's great to have ammo, but, without an actual handgun, that's not so great. Oh, look, there's more stuff to grab right there. There we go. Yoink. Yoink. Okay, I think I've got everything in this place now. Looks like it anyway. Wait, there's another... something to grab here. Loot. And this light just all of a sudden came on. Okay. I'm sure it's fine. Alright. Open. Here we go.
You can use benches like this to build makeshift weapons and refill ammo. Take a look at what weapons we can craft.
Okay. Craft weapons. Here we go.
Nice going. That'll be enough to craft a weapon for sure.
A saw launcher. Oh wow, look at this thing. It's got either a 4x4 or a motorcycle handle on one side. What the crap? Okay. So, craft. So we got a saw launcher. We'll just put it right there. Alright. Back. That's the only thing we can craft apparently right now, so fine. And we can't do any of the other stuff yet, so... Now we gotta reach the bridge. It says this thing is stealth, so that's good. We like the stealth, don't we? I love any game that has stealth. I'm a big fan of. Alright. I guess we can just kind of walk like normal. Ooh, what's in this outhouse over here? Or not outhouse. Outhouse makes it sound like it's where you go poop, but... Nope, it's just a burglar building. I don't know if there's anything else over this way. I mean, it's not where I'm supposed to go next, so... It may not even matter. I don't know. I mean, it's open world, right? So the idea is you can go pretty much anywhere. Ducks. And I can't see, there's no map yet. It's just journal stuff for right now. I wonder if there's anything on that platform right there. I gotta check it out, right? Oh, hang on. Is there anything in here? Like it. Again, though, this game looks like just like Far Cry 5. There's not like a gauge to show how much breath you have left. And I can't get up on top of that, so I'm assuming whatever this is over here, it's kind of like nothing that you don't need much of it right now, or maybe at all. Okay. There we go. All right, fine. We'll go to where we're supposed to go. All right, here we go. Oh, missed. You're in the wrong direction, lady. Wow, this thing does not reload quickly at all. Oh, she picked up a gun. Nice. Oh, there's a... Okay, we got kind of a rusty looking pistol, but I guess it works.
Gotta count my lucky stars.
Okay, let's go this way. I guess I should switch to this because the other thing is not very quiet. A handgun is not very quiet. Where are my binoculars? Problem is, I'm not seeing. Not very easy to see where the bad guys are. Oh, I see them. They're way the heck over there. Ooh, here we go. So I guess we want to. Oh, I guess we want to go this way. We definitely want to go stealth because we don't have a lot of weapons or anything. I love these games because you kind of go like, let's see anything, okay. Oh, somebody almost saw me right there. Yeah, the thing is, I can't. There we go. We got one of them in sight. There's two of them.
Cover me! I'm charging!
Let's wait for this guy to come up this way. Got a nice little white little pin where we can see. It's our aiming reticule, if you will. Oh wow! I killed two of them. Really? That wasn't an achievement? It should have been an achievement, right? Oh, dang it, they saw me. Oh, that had to hurt. That could not have felt good. It's funny, for me, one of my weaknesses when I play these types of games is I want to loot as soon as I kill somebody. Loot. Loot. Oh, really? Oh wow, I got two of them again. I still hear people popping rounds. Yeet. Yeet. There we go. Oh, there was a. I thought that was my person right there. My teammate, if you will. You gotta always loot, you know. Don't forget, eh?
I see you!
Look at that shit! Need bullets! Watch my back!
Got him. Oh, you know what I think's happening? The reason why I'm hitting more than hitting more than one at a time, or killing more than one at a time, or whatever. I think what's happening is it's bouncing off of one and going to the next one. Okay.
I'm coming to get you!
You're gonna come and get me? Really?
Gotcha!
You got nothing,
All right,
mister.
the way's clear. There's the tunnel up ahead. Let's go home.
Let's go home. Okay, but first we gotta loot all the bodies. Oh man, you can't man this gun right here. Maybe it's rusted solid. Yeet. Ooh, shotgun. But I don't want a shotgun because I can't have any other gun but the shotgun. Like I can only have, right now I can only have the pistol and the this saw gun thing. Hope to see ya on boot. Zoe Brings Bacon is messaging me. She wasn't able to make the morning stream this morning. So I'm telling her, hey, hopefully we'll see you on, or I'll see you on boot. Ooh, ammo. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, damn it, now I gotta go back over there again. Dang it. Let's do that again. I meant to do... No, no, no! Stop it! Hi, Chihuahua. Okay, that's gonna get annoying. Get away, lady. There's ammo right there I want to grab. There we go. Jeez Louise. Oh, I didn't need any of it. Okay, well, whatever. Alright, let's go over here, because I saw some of this stuff to loot. Oops. There we go. Hope this music doesn't mess me up on YouTube. I've said this before on stream, so forgive me if you've already heard me say this, but I had it wasn't a takedown notice from YouTube. It was basically telling me that, oh, you see, look, there's the deals right there. But it was telling me that some countries would not be able to listen, or not be able to see my video, because I was using music that was copyrighted. I'm like, well, wait a minute, it's music in the game. I'm not playing the music, the game is playing the music. But anyway, so hopefully that won't, the music that's playing won't trigger that.
You can craft a medical kit with that.
Love all the lighting and stuff in these games, man. It looks so good. Make sure there's nothing over here to loot. Although I think I've pretty much looted, like, I'm full on everything at this point. Alright. Open. Cutscene! The meaning of prosperity. Alright.
Come on, we're almost there. There it is.
Very pretty. Hope County. So this is where all the madness went on before, was Hope County, right?
Home. I hope Mom is okay.
Thing is, weren't you leaving Hope County to come find our guys to help you in Hope County? That I kind of don't really understand. It's so funny, so that my computer won't automatically go to sleep. I was like, well, I'll just play one of my movies on iTunes here. I'll just start a movie playing, that way it won't go to sleep. And I've got the first Avengers movie playing, and oh man, it's amazing to think how long ago that was.
Oh, thank God. I was so worried.
Mom. Kids, go back inside. I'll be right there.
That's her mom?
What's wrong?
There is a whole train full of people to help us. But the highwaymen, the twins, they took Rush. Everyone else was killed.
Man, coffee is good. I probably shouldn't drink this much coffee, but
it was terrible.
Also, I did have a cup of coffee.
I'm so sorry.
I already had a cup of coffee today, so this is gonna be like 3 cups of
I never
coffee.
should have gone out there, Mom.
Oh, honey.
What are we gonna do now?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, no one's coming to help us. We're on our own. It's just us.
Shh. Let's get you both inside. You can tell me the whole story. Thank you for bringing her home.
No problem. Part 1. Prosperity. I don't know why I'm doing an accent, but it seems like it needs an accent, right?
All right, guys. You know how to handle a gun. You know your way around this valley better than anybody. So, sitting around moping isn't doing any good. Look, Rush was supposed to help us build someplace safe. Now, it's up to us. There are brave people here scattered around. We just have to find them.
Yes.
Bring everyone together. Show them we can stand up to the highwaymen. Mom, it's not gonna be easy.
Well,
I know.
if it was easy, we would have done it by now, right?
It's our only choice.
Alright, cool. Look at this. Have I already been? Have I been in here already?
But it feels worth it.
Oop,
I'd
something
like
to
to
read.
talk.
What's left of Eden's Gate? Yeah. Wow. And what Joseph grew from it once he left his bunker. Now, they only leave their compound at night to attack the highwaymen. Oh, yeah, Joseph's people are crazy, right?
I miss toilet paper.
Alright, let's talk to her.
So, this is it. Home. Mom's right. The two of us can work together to build this place back up.
Anytime you need a hand, give me a call. I'll come fight by your side, Cap. You don't mind if I call
Nice.
you Cap, right?
I don't mind that at all
Captain of
because that
Security
means
just sounds, well,
Captain
a little
America.
formal. Listen, you have been put through the ringer. If you want to freshen up with a change of clothes before we get started, there's some stuff over there.
You should probably talk to Mom. She'll give you the rundown on what we can do for Prosperity.
Alright, cool.
Whatever else happens, I'm glad Carmina made it back.
Yeah, it's funny that just like the previous game, you were called Rook, short for rookie.
Good day to hunt if you can keep
Oh,
away
here
from
we
the
go.
highwaymen.
Well, let's look at
Hey,
that
mister.
after. Let's look at this first. Hang on. We're preppers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like the idea that because your character is kind of meant to be gender neutral, right?
I think when I grow up, I'm gonna be a computer.
Okay.
Everybody says
Great.
they miss them, and they could do so much stuff, and even play games and stuff. I'll study real hard.
Okay.
Honestly, didn't think Carmina
But yeah, I like that idea of like your character doesn't have a name, just in a way, just a title. Because that way you can be male or female. This is what I would love it to have in my house: is this big, huge room like this, but have this couch,
I know.
table behind it,
Working
some
my ass off
chairs.
here, but it feels
The idea
worth
that you come in here and you can sit down and it's like a little
Hello.
reading nook.
Oh, hi.
Oh, here we go. We can
What'd
change
you build
clothes.
today?
Here we go. Avatar customization. All right, here we go. Unless I'm doing a female character, I always try to make the character look kind of like me. But I don't think they have any character that's going to look anywhere close to what I look like. I don't have a heroic face. Well, I'm thinking either this guy. I think I'll go with this guy. Let's go with darkest skin. Confirm. Ah, here we go. Okay, so... Aha! Here we go. We don't want him to be in rain slickers. That looks absolutely ridiculous. That's not even a cowboy hat. That's... Is that meant to really be a cowboy hat? Because that hat is way too big. The brim is ridiculously big. Outdoorsy type. Again, the boots, what the heck. No. No. That's not too bad. No. That's not bad. I might actually go with that one. That's pretty... Oh, but you know what? He's got the glasses and that looks dumb. Let's go with earth tones. Back. Oh, here we go. We can change the cap. Look at the cowboy hat. That's way too big. Okay, whatever. Alright, here we go. Hair. Ah, here we go. Well, first of all, let's take the hat. Let's get rid of the hat. Glasses look stupid. Okay. Now we'll change the hair because this hair is way too poofy. Oh wow, you can have a total mullet. Oh my goodness, no. And basically bald. That's kind of cool looking. No. No. Wow, another mullet style. Nice. Oh, I just realized these are all the same. It's just different color hair. Okay, here we go. Actually, that's not bad. That's kind of cool. That's not bad either. I think I might go with this one. Let's go with that one. Okay. Back. And the jacket is fine. What I've got is okay. That's kind of a cool blue coat. Ooh, that's cool. White knit, black jacket. No, but come on, we gotta go with that one, I think. Yeah, let's go with that one. That one's kind of cool. And then, oh, mustache and beard. We're not doing that. There's no way. That's ridiculous. Nope, 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 nope. No, 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 no. None of these look good. Actually, that's not bad. You know what? We'll go with that one. That one's pretty good. Alright, and then gloves. I think these gloves that I have are probably fine. Oh, I like these, though. Oh, let's go with the red. Pants. I think these are probably fine. Ooh, these are supposed to be green? Kind of black looking, really. Come on, what is going on with these shorts? Boot cut jeans. That's not bad, actually. Patch jeans. No. Black jeans. Captain Pants. That sounds like a superhero, right? Who are you? I am Captain Pants. And I'm here to save the day. I am Captain Pants. No, you know what? I think we're going to go with the green cargo pants. Alright. Confirm.
So much food for thought, it's like a feast.
Let's get to work.
¿Qué es esto? Hang on, you guys get to work and I'm gonna go explore a bit. So are we fighting Joseph's people as well as these other dudes? Is that what's happening?
Whatever else happens, I'm glad Carmen.
Ooh. Find all the photograph locations. Ah, okay. Cool. I would love to have... I mean, I don't know if this is... Well, I guess this isn't really a house. This is just like the entryway to a house. But how cool would it be to have something like this? This is just cool.
Honestly, didn't think Carmina would come
I've got
back,
some things to tell
let
you.
alone with help.
All right, let's talk
My name
to
is
this lady.
Kim. I guess you could say I run things around here.
Kim Rye.
I know you've already been through a lot, Captain. But the truth is, we need all the help we can get. And at the moment, you're it.
Okay.
We thought your people on that train were going to give us an edge. We were all going to work together to grow things, make things. We were going to fight back against the twins. But all of that is gone now. So, it's up to us. Got a lot of work to do. Let me show you how things work around here.
Okay.
This is prosperity. If we're gonna have a fighting chance against the highwaymen, the first thing we've got to do is get this place up and running. We have several facilities to make Prosperity thrive. These are the places where you can craft weapons and vehicles, cultivate plants for health, and many other things.
Okay. See, I really liked Far Cry 5 for this, and I'm loving this game for this, in that they kind of spell it out like, okay, here's the bad guys, here's your home base, here's your objectives. I kind of like that they kind of like,
This
you know, let's
is
just...
Hope County. In
Yeah,
order
like,
to
look.
get the most out of our facilities, we need ethanol to upgrade them. Your map shows the highwaymen outposts, where they store the ethanol they stole from us. Secure these locations to get what we need.
Wow.
And here's where you can find specialists. People with the expertise to
Hey,
really give us
Grace!
a fighting
There's
chance against
Grace!
the twins.
There's
Bring them
Grace!
home, and they'll make Prosperity and you stronger.
She was like one
But without Thomas
of my
Rush,
favorite characters.
none of this is gonna work. He's built up settlements before, and without his knowledge,
Ooh, what's that big
we won't be
ball-looking
able
thing
to
there?
take Prosperity to the next level. Lately, the twins are sending a lot of prisoners to their coal mine. I'd start looking there. So that's it. We rescue Rush, find people who can run the facilities, and bring them enough ethanol to maximize what we can craft. If you can help us, we'll do everything we can to help you.
Cool. This game so far seems a little less, oh, tell me I can chuck. Let me pet the dog. Puppy.
You're the captain.
I love that you can pet the dogs. I love that. Hey, what happened to this guy's face? Looked weird.
I heard about what happened. Sorry about your people, Captain. At least you ended up in the best place Hope County has to offer.
Is he French or is it just me?
Me? I'm Roger. Prosperity's personal
Roger.
pilot. Seriously, anytime you need a lift back to Prosperity, you can count on me. It's the
Okay,
least
so
I
he's
can do
basically
for
your
you,
fast
right?
travel guy, I assume.
And if you want a little extra, I can see to that too. I used to rip off highwayman strongholds all over the country. Scored some really cool stuff. But ever since those Carlies the twins showed up, excuse my language, it's impossible to gather enough ethanol to fly outside of Hope County. Hey, I tell you what, if you can find me the fuel I need, we'll go rip off highwaymen together. It won't be easy, but trust me, it's worth the risk. Get me that ethanol, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Is it French accent? For a second, it sounded like Spanish or something. Okay, so now we've got map, journal, character, inventory. We got all the different stuff here. So here we go. Here's home base. Oh, look at this. Ah, okay, so this is okay. So obviously I can't upgrade anything right now, but okay, and here's our map. Oh, the map is huge in this game. Oh, look at that, there's Nick. Oh, hang on.
Anybody out there? This is Nick Rye. I'm being held prisoner somewhere near the old water plant. I got a getaway vehicle stashed. I just need... Dang it. They're coming. Please, help me.
Yay, we can rescue Nick from the previous game. And I guess that's all up here. That dude's new. Sharky... Oh, no, Sharky... No, I think Sharky was in the last game. I don't remember because I didn't use him that much. And there's a story mission. Breakout. Okay. Grace. She's fantastic. Celine. I don't think I ever met Celine or Bean. Okay. Journal. So here's where we got side missions and main mission and all that. Great. Character. This is my character, so that's cool. We got survival guide. Ooh, store. Oh no, that's gonna be store like store. What about survival guide? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, this just kind of gives you an explanation of everything. Okay, great. Inventory. Just like previous game, it just gives you kind of everything. Here's your roster. So you got her, right? And then here's the other people you'll be able to get. Oh, look, you got 2 different dogs. Oh no, it's a boar. Okay. Ooh, look at this person. Scary. Perks. Okay, cool. Repel, or no, it's a grapple, not repel. Repair, skydive, fishing. Ooh, I gotta get fishing. Hopefully the fishing is just as cool in this game. Here we got challenges. Alright, here we go. Kill highwaymen with a handgun. Okay, this is just like the previous game. Cool. And then online stuff. Okay. Well, cool. Alright. There's that. Ooh, training. Here we go. Fast is fast. Guns for hire. Well, how do I... Oh, I guess I can't upgrade it right now. Okay.
You've already made a difference being here.
Let's go run over this way.
What life is like outside the county.
This is a nice camp. I mean, my gosh, I'm looking at this like, wow, this is like a little... Hang on, let's go up here. This is like a...
Let's say we get to work.
Like a... I was gonna say like recess, but it's like when you're in school and you go out to recess and here's like the grounds that you can go and play. Oop. Yoink. Components. Yoink. Duct tape. Here's a lady tending to some plants, some flowers.
There's gotta be other places in the world that are doing as well as we are.
We got a nice place. Ooh, this is cool. Workbench where you can open. Here we go. Ooh, refill ammo. Oh, you craft. Huh, okay. Ooh, here we go. Trade loot. I don't think I had... Oh, I did have some loot. Here we go. Let's go ahead and trade all. Okay. Combat supplies. Here we go. Hey, Aaron, what's going on? Well, okay, no, it says I got 2 of 2 on medkits. I can craft knives. Okay, there we go. I can't craft these yet, or can I? Oh, yeah, I can. Sweet. Oh, hey, Toxic Wolf. Oh, are you guys rating? Oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't see the first thing that says that you're rating, because I'm looking over... When I look at my PS4 screen, it just shows people's thing, but over here on my computer, it actually shows rating. Cool, thank you so much. Yeah, I had breakfast earlier, and I'm... Oh, it is 3 o'clock. I am kind of need to get something to eat as well in a minute. I got a piece of fish that's defrosting. Probably make some of that later. Thank you for the raid. That was so nice of you. So yeah, I finished... Wait, okay, all my inventory's full here, and I don't have access to this yet. I finished Far Cry 5, and I was gonna go back to playing probably Odyssey or something, but then this was on sale for $12. I'm like, well, I'll go ahead and get it. And then I was like, I need to go ahead and play this too, because I want to see what happens. Oh, it's sweet. Thank you so much. Aaron, you're the best. Oh, here we go, crafting. Oh, this is for materials. I don't want any of that right now. That was a bit of a Far Cry to finish it. Yeah, that Far Cry 5 was a crazy, crazy ending. Ooh, can I craft any different weapons yet? No, not yet. But after Far Cry 5, I was like... I kind of was like, no, I don't think I want to keep playing the game, because I needed, like, 2 more perks to get, like, one was being able to hold more ammo or something. I forget. Hey, Nephilim, what's going on? Good to see you, man. There was that perk, and there was some other perk that I still had to get. And then there was so many, like, achievements to get in Far Cry 5, but... I forget it. I think I'm done playing the game. I mean, it's a great game, it's fun, but I felt like, I think I'm done, you know. Yeah, Nephilim, it's a little bit late for you. Or no, it's, no, it's only like 10 o'clock, right? Isn't it about 10 o'clock your time? I think? 10 p.m.? 2200 hours, right? No, there you go. 22:15. Not too late for vacation. Oh, no way! Oh, 1:15. Oh, wait. What? Well, it's 3:15 here, but it's 10:15 there, right? Okay. Yeah. Oh, you forgot the 0. You totally confused me. I was like, wait, is it that late there? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're still. I think I think it's been a while since y'all been in here, and I said, but for right now with my office, there's 2 of us, me and my 1 employee. She's been staying at home just to kind of like stay safe, and I've only been going into the office on Thursdays because I can't really work from home. There's some stuff I could do from home, but I mean I'm in printing, so obviously you can't really print from home. The machines are at the office. So I've only been going in on Thursdays, and or as needed. But I think this week, she and I are both going to start going into work, because we've been getting kind of busier with fall semester kind of sort of starting. So I think we might both be going in on Thursdays, but still we're only doing 1 day a week. So, oh yeah, once per week as well. Yeah, I mean, it's so weird. I was telling her the other day, we were talking, we had a meeting on last Wednesday, and I talked to her, I called her after that, we were talking a little bit. I said, it's on one hand you go, wow, great, we only have to work 1 day a week, and yet we're getting paid for the whole week. Like we're still getting paid like normal, which is great. But I can't help but feel like some survivor guilt. Like there's people out there who are not getting paid at all, and they don't even have a job anymore. Phones transferred, bosses said, oh, that's good. Yeah, see, I have access to all my email from home, so if somebody calls me at the office and leaves a message, the message actually will pop up in my email to where you can download it as a I think it's a WAV file. Let me see. I'll tell you, because I had 2 people call, or 2 people call me today. Yeah, it comes up as a .wav, like a WAV file. So I can check my messages that way and call people back or whatever if I need to. Yeah, I think is that what we're using as well as Outlook? Yeah, we use Outlook as well. So our phones, if somebody leaves a message, it comes up as an email, which is really great because you don't have to like dial into your phone and then put in your code and then you have 3 saved messages. Like, you don't have to do any of that crap. You can just get it through your email, which works really well. Plus, people do have my cell number that they can call if it's an emergency. But it's a real weird, like, survivor's guilt thing going on. I don't know if you have this as well, H Toxic Wolf and Nephilim and all you guys that are still kind of like working just 1 day a week. But it's a weird kind of like, I hate trying to read it here because the way it reflows the text is weird. My boss has Outlook emails, then some IP phones for work. Yeah. The phone, all that stuff seems to work pretty well. But it is a weird kind of survival guilt that I feel. Because like I say, I know that there's people out there who basically have been laid off. In fact, I mean, people within my own company, I know that they don't have a job anymore. And I mean, I'm lucky that the way we're paid, the way it's structured, like we don't really have to worry about that. But and plus our site can't be just one person, so it's like it's always going to be 2-person site, so that's not going to change. But it's just, man, it's a weird kind of survivor's guilt thing that I'm feeling, because we may not go back to the office for maybe a couple more months. I don't even know. Full contract hours, I work for software developer. Yeah, I feel like I probably wouldn't feel the survivor's guilt thing as much if I was able to work completely from home, because then you're like, well, I'm still doing the work while I'm at home. But as it is, just going in once a week, it's good, but it's weird. If we go back, it's 2-person site, people dropping in for appointments. Yeah, that's kind of how we're doing too. Even when people submit stuff for us to do, for us to print and everything, it's all got to be electronic. They can't like just bring it in and say here. It has to be electronic. So on one hand, it's great that the people I work with and for, they're very good about like wanting to keep us safe, wanting to make sure, you know, like that kind of stuff. That helps quite a bit. That they're very much have our safety at heart. You know, like they're really wanting to make sure that we're safe. Okay, so I don't understand these things just yet. It says infirmary, but it doesn't say. I guess actually, if my health wasn't full, this would probably revive me to full health, I guess. Anyway, but yeah. So it's a really weird thing. Oh, hang on, I got something to read here. Okay. I feel like I need to turn my fan on. I just drank all that coffee, so I'm feeling kind of warm. Let me know if y'all can hear that. I got this little fan right here next to my desk. This little... No, I can't pull it out. You can't see it. If that's making too much noise, let me know. Oh, here we go, Nephilim. They allow 12 people in my office. Oh, they allow 12 people in your office starting in September. So, like, next week. Total number 38. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a good thing to keep the team. I have to say that I don't necessarily miss the work, but I definitely miss the people that I worked with. That's something I definitely miss. Oh, what's this healing garden? Look at the little garden. Look at it. I was forwarding it if I go in. Yeah. Okay, so I guess medkit is full, so we're good there. This is a cool... Oh, wait, here we go.
Gotta hand it to the Edeners. They have their low-tech lifestyle set up pretty well.
This is cool. Look at the... I assume probably as you upgrade this will get full of plants and stuff. That's kind of neat. Dick around in games like... See, each Toxic Wolf, that's how I am. I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, wow, I'm able to play this game, and I can play all night long if I wanted. I'm probably going to play for a couple hours today.
So small at the same time.
See, in fact, I think that was my... Yeah, that's my work email.
Prosperity's
hey,
got
here
a
we
long
go.
way to go to prosper.
Fucking sunburn on my belly's flaking like a date.
Lots to
You know
think
what? I'm gonna
about
keep
there.
that as unread because I'll mess with that more when I get back to when I get in the office on Thursday. Yeah, that's the thing where I'm like, I don't want to enjoy it too much because I feel bad about it. Like I shouldn't enjoy it too much, right?
Hunting game used to feel like a chore.
Hang on, let's go look at the explosives lab. Okay, so I guess unlocks explosive crafting, which I haven't done yet. Yeah, it's like like my employee, she was like, oh, hey, cool. We don't have to go back in but once a week. And we might get to where we're going in twice a week. But again, you're like, I don't want to... Oh, here we go, cartography. I don't want to enjoy it too much because I feel guilty about it. I don't want to enjoy it too much. Definitely can't do that. Too much stuff to do. Yeah, that's... we'd probably be in that situation more too. Oh, look at this. So we need materials to get all this stuff. Okay. And you can do ammo and stuff here. Alright, well that's cool. I assume this probably fills up with stuff as well as you upgrade. That's neat. Alright. But yeah, that's my thing too, is I don't wanna enjoy it too much. Ah, each Toxic Wolf, dude, Elder Scrolls Online, don't get me started. Are you playing that, by the way? If you are, we should play that. I'm grinding for crafting resources if I'm free or easy dailies crafting. Yeah, the ESO I played a long time ago. I had it on my Mac so long ago to this. I think it's actually like 6 years ago. But to the point where I can't play it anymore. It doesn't play on my, like, the processor is different, so it doesn't play anymore. I checked it out on PS4, but I didn't buy the Greymore stuff and all that. Can you do PC and PS4 though? Because I know with PC and Mac you were able to do PC and Mac together. But I'll bet they've got it where you can't do PS4 and PC together. Let's talk to this guy real quick.
Heard Wade Fowler planned to start up a new Fang Center at the old church down the way. Rumor has it he met a tragic end, but there might be supplies you could recover.
Sure, I'll go check that out. Why not? Look at how this little lantern right here and the little bench. They really got their place set up nice, don't they? Oh, there you go. For whom the bear tolls. Oh, and here we go. A garage, right? Oh, here we go. Vehicles. Oh, look at that. I know I need quite a bit of supplies to be able to craft any of this stuff. This poor car. Look at this poor car. Yeah, so yeah, I was doing ESO as well, checking it out. They had it for free like 2 weeks ago, I think it was. They had it for free, like a trial kind of thing. And so me and a couple of my friends, we played it for really, I think, just one day. Oh man, no crossplay for platforms.
Never have any
Oh right, yeah, that's true. It is a lot different from a computer and a console. Oh, and here's the guns for hire. Cool. All right. I think that's the whole place. I think I've explored this whole place now. Seriously, I'm free on Good Old Games, by the way. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I haven't purchased a game for my Mac in forever. Mac is great for playing games. Like, it's fine. It's just that a lot of people are playing on PC, and you can't play both together. Ooh, here we go. So that's the only bad thing. So because of that, I usually just buy stuff on PS4. Most likely reason is because Sony, Microsoft share or site. Let me start over. Most likely reason is because Sony, Microsoft shite at sharing. Look at Fortnite. Macs are fine for stuff. Just price for the specs I want. Yeah, the thing with Mac, I remember that was always the big thing. People would say it's way more expensive, and you go, well, yeah, but you get what you pay for. I assume that's still kind of the case now because I remember back in the day you could get a PC for super cheap. The little what were those one called? The Acer, right? PCs, I remember. And they were real cheap, but you're like, well, but they don't come with hardly anything, and they're super underpowered and all that.
I think we can turn this place into something special.
Oh, here we go. So I guess once I upgrade this, I can actually fly around. But yeah, nowadays they're a lot more comparable. Well, I don't know if Acer was underpowered necessarily enough. I'm just saying that I know that some of the Acers that they had way back when were pretty... I don't want to say they were substandard, they just didn't come with much, as I recall. But I never really had one, so I guess I can't really say. Not going to shut on Macs because office computers are cheap as chips be. High-end machines causes much. Yeah, I mean, you can get a Mac for about $1,000 for a pretty good iMac. Although I guess actually you could even get a Mac Mini for even less than that. It's still a really good computer. But if you're big into gaming, it seems like PCs are a better fit just because there's a lot more games that come out for PC. But I would never give up my Mac. My Mac is just too cool, and I just love it, and it's just great. Ooh, got some gear. Okay, literally gear. Haha, that's funny. Yeah, see, that's the big thing for me with Mac is that, like, I have an iPhone, right? I have a Apple TV and a Mac, and I love that they all work together. Like, if I wanted to show photos to somebody, I can just AirPlay this straight to my Apple TV and do like a slideshow of my photos, or even just, hey, here's some cool app. I can just put that on the computer screen, which is great. When I plug in my phone, everything syncs, backs up automatically. My Mac, I have a Time Machine, which is just kind of a UI for backing up. That backs up once every hour? Something like that. I forget how often it is, but it just backs up everything that's different. and it's automatic. So I've always liked Mac. The resistance to any kind of viruses and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, PC, it seems like, yeah, that's kind of the thing that's a little more fiddly, and yeah, it takes more skill. That's always kind of the thing I always heard about, that Mac is much more like if you're not real big into computers, Mac is easier to get into. 1,000-pound, possibly closer to 1,600-pound. Yeah, the new iMacs now come with SSDs, which is fantastic, and they're about $1,000 US dollars. If you say, "Hey Siri, how much is $1,000 in pounds?"
$1,000 is 765 British pounds and 42 pence.
So there you go, and 42 pence. Don't forget. So yeah, a high-end computer for 1,000 pounds. That's about what you pay for a Mac. So yeah. The price thing is not... It used to be really big way back when. I remember... yeah, Mac, you can get like malware and stuff like that, but not... It's certainly not the same thing with PCs, man.
Never had many friends
like,
growing up, so
I can't tell
I was
you...
talking to myself out loud.
I remember somebody asked me one time, like, "Oh, did you upgrade your virus software?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? I don't really... I do have some virus software, but it was like, yeah, I don't really have to mess with that too much." But a lot of it too, though. Well, I mean, that could be part of the reason, Nephilim, but also part of it is just the way the software is structured. You can get a quote unquote virus or whatever, malware, whatever you want to call it, in part of the structure of a Mac, and it won't affect the whole system. Whereas PC, it's a lot different. Yeah, that's... H-Talks, well, if you're not wrong, Windows computers are almost guaranteed to get viruses. Yeah, that's kind of... Yeah, unfortunately, that seems to be the thing, that you kind of have to be on guard. You have to be more on guard. That's kind of the thing, right? You have to be more on guard about it. But I always look at it like... I mean, for me, in my opinion, Macs are better, but I have to say also that Macs are better for me. So, well, that's true, Nephilim. Yeah, developers would probably concentrate on it more, but it is part of the architecture as well. But yeah, it's kind of like, I always look at it, Mac versus PC. Some people get really hot about it. And my thing is like, hey, whatever works best for you, go for it. Good on you. Great. For me, Mac is better. So for what I do and being in graphic design and all that kind of stuff, Macs work better for me. So, you know, that's what I come down to. It's like, you can argue for days, or people do argue for days about which is better, and oh, Macs suck, or oh no, PCs suck. You go, dude, whatever works best for you, go with that. Whatever works best for you, and whatever is best within your budget. Whatever you're most willing to pay for as well. For me, well, I mean, I've had my Mac for, well, let's see, I had a Mac one time for, was it 9 years? I had a Mac G4 Tower for, was it 9 years or 11 years? I think it was 11 years, actually. And I finally had to upgrade from it because it was just so not underpowered, but this processor just couldn't keep up with stuff anymore. Yeah, see, there you go, Eashtalks Wolf. That's kind of what you can customize your PC better. That's how I look at it. Like, whatever works best for you. My Mac right now is late 2013. I think I got it in 2014, so it's like 6 years old. And I still have a 3.1 gigahertz quad-core i7 processor, so the processor's fantastic. The hard drive is not SSD, but the Fusion drive, right? So it's kind of a mix of the two. And it works great. So, I mean, you know, like I say, for me, they're better, you know. Yeah, each talks about, that's kind of the thing too. I think it just comes down to whatever works best for you. Whatever works best in your office, if you're talking about professionally, and whatever works best for you personally. Some people are like, hey, when I'm in the office, I gotta have a PC. But at home, they go, screw PC, I don't like PC. At home, I use a Mac. And some people are vice versa. So it's really just whatever whatever works best for you. What am I needing to do next? Hang on. Okay, well I have a side mission. Okay, I'm not sure where exactly I'm supposed to go next. I've already looked up all these things. I've already gone through all these deals. Let's see. Oh no, maps. What I want to go to. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a treasure hunt. I can go and do that. Can I get a car yet, or make a car, as it were? In this game, it's a little bit different. This one, they're having you where you have to craft your vehicle. Also, got to factor in costs for work and home. Say for work, a PC would be more easily justified for generic office duties, but Macs for graphics. Yeah, and that's how it is at my office. We're all on Macs, which is fantastic because it's all kind of graphic design stuff. Hey, King1025, what's going on? We are playing some Far Cry. Jeez Louise, Far Cry New Dawn. I finished Far Cry 5 last weekend, I guess it was, right? I think it was last weekend. And I was like, you know what? This one's on sale, so I want to check it out. How do I get out of this place? Do I just go up the stairs, I guess? Oh, Maluka published the new post, August cover, sneak peek and updates. Cool.
I never want to see the inside of a bunker for the rest of my days.
Let's see, can I just go over the side here?
Hope you're feeling okay after that wreck.
Looks like it. Ah, there we go.
Honestly, didn't think Carmina would come back, let alone with help.
Okay. I'm gonna look around here real quick before I go, because I could just go straight to that next mission little thing there, but I kind of want to move around, not move around, explore around here a little bit. Yeah, that whole Mac versus PC thing, that's been waging for so long. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of like, so it's the same thing of like Munsters, Addams Family, Star Trek, Star Wars, Mac, PC, Coke, Pepsi. I mean, pick your poison. There's so many of those things where it's always either or. And, yeah, there you go. Consoles versus PC. Or it could be, Ishtoxia Wolf, it could be Xbox versus PlayStation. I've always been PlayStation just because I've had a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, and now 4, and I'll probably get a 5 as well. But that's just because that's always what I've had. I don't know if either one is superior. That's hard to say because it depends on what you're talking about. It depends on what game you're talking about. It depends on everything. But yeah, there's always those things of like which is better and which you prefer, and I don't know. There's certain things I guess you could say, well, this is better, whatever this XYZ thing is. Oh, hang on. Yeah, see, I don't have access to any vehicles yet. Oh, wow, I don't have access to anything. That's it. Okay. Addams Family. Oh, here we go. Nephilim says, Addams Family is your deal versus Munsters. I think I have to agree with that one. Because Munsters was good, but it was kind of slapsticky, kind of dumb comedy. Addams Family seemed funnier, like higher brow, maybe. I don't know. Star Trek, I gotta agree with you on that. Star Wars is great, but... And I do love Star Wars, although I really love the original trilogy probably the most. Mandalorian is really good, and then we'll think of the sequels and the prequels after that. But yeah, I've always been more Star Trek than Star Wars. Let's see, PC and console. For me, I have to go... If you're playing games, I gotta go console. I like console playing just because you don't have to worry about memory requirements and all that. Nintendo, I had a Nintendo growing up and stuff, like an NES and all that, but I have to admit that I always liked PlayStation better. Or actually, I had a Genesis for the longest time. Oh, Kingston, I'm sorry, I just now saw where you said, can you join? Not right this second, Kingston, because I've just barely started playing this, so the co-op stuff I haven't even touched. And honestly, I kind of want to know you a little bit first before we start playing together, because you might have a completely different style of play than I do, because I do like to kind of explore a little bit sometimes, not all the time. So yeah, hit me up maybe next stream or something, and we'll see. What's another? Let's see. PC has way more modders, hackers. Yeah, PC is a little more moddable, I guess is the word, right? I can probably find some screenshots of ESO that have the... Yeah, the ESO... they don't have any mods in PS4, do they? I know that they did that with Skyrim, where they added where you could actually mod PS4 and Xbox version of Skyrim, right? I think they had that where you could mod that too. Oh, Gundam versus Macross. See, my problem, Nephilim, is that I never got into either one of those, really. Well, actually, hang on. Nephilim, you'll appreciate this. Hang on one second. So I never really got into Macross. My thing was always Transformers. But I do have this. I do have Jetfire or Skyfire. I prefer Jetfire just because Jetfire, this is a Transformer, because he does have kind of on his junk there, but he does have an Autobot symbol. But that's basically Macross, right? Oh, do you have this Jetfire? I just recently got the last. He was missing one piece. If you have any of the Macross, you know how fiddly the armor and stuff is. This part on his foot, that little clip right there, that little red clip, I had to buy separately because this one was missing that one piece. So now he is complete. Even the little clip for the gun in vehicle mode, you know. I have that as well. I'll put it here for now. But yeah, Gundam versus Macross, that's a tough one because, like I said, I never really got into either one of them as far as like the shows and stuff. But I like the Gundam models, but I liked Macross. I liked those Macross type stuff, and then the hover tank, was that Macross as well, right? I think. Yeah, ESO, I don't think Each Strikes Wolf. I think you're right. I don't think they did do mods on the console. For a start with ESO's UI, Sky Shard Finder, Minimap, Harvest Mass. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, the War for Cybertron Jetfire. Is that newest one? Because I ordered that newest one, like that's from the cartoon on Netflix. I have that one on pre-order. It's supposed to be out late August. We're in late August. Where's my Jetfire? Oh, that is the new one. Oh, sweet, dude. He's coming soon. But I haven't, man, we're going down a rabbit hole now. This is where I usually get some of my Transformers. BigBadToyStore.com. So I have it on order from those guys. But I do have this other Jetfire. Hang on. Nephilim, when you're here, this always ends up turning into show and tell, doesn't it? I do have this Jetfire as well. I think this was... not Universe. I forget what version this one is. Jetfire was always one of my favorite ones just because he was always cool. Toy Robot Show? Yeah, Toy Robot Show, exactly. That's it, exactly. That's what this ends up turning into. But yeah, those are the two Jetfires that I have, and then I got the new one on order. Or pre-order. It's not... they've not actually charged me for it yet because it's pre-order. So as soon as that comes through, I'll get that one. I got the previous one. Oh, maybe you got the previous one. Well, here I'll show you the one I got. You can actually just go to Big Bad Toy Store and type Jetfire, search. This is the one I have. Yeah, it's War for Cybertron. Yeah, you got it. That's it. It's this one right here. Yeah, I watched a YouTube review of it. I was like, I gotta get that. I got to. Here's the other thing. You see on Big Bad Toy Store, it's $100. So it's not cheap, but you see it other places for $120. I saw it as much as I guess it was $149, basically $150. So like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get it at $100. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. Let's see, what's another one? Yeah, consoles. I have to say PS4 versus. Okay, you do have that one. Nice. Oh, welcome back, Kingston. No, that's fine, man. Kingston. One thing, or I say Kingston. Kington. Sorry, not Kingston. Kington. Yeah, man, no problem. A lot of people will just jump in the chat, and then they're just lurking. So totally fine if you want to just lurk and all that kind of stuff. Oh, each talks a wolf. Let me see. What did you send me? Wait, what is that? Each talks a wolf. What did you send me? What is this? What is that? It looks like a... with cotton. ESOUI with cotton.
We don't have a whole lot, but...
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's... the little mini-map is pretty cool. Oh, okay. Huh. That's pretty neat. Oh, clothing material. Right. The clothing material thing. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Huh. That's neat. Yeah, oh, what'd you buy, Nephilim? What'd you buy? I saw a video of, Kington, yeah, sorry, yeah, I since I'm just starting this game, I don't want to do any co-op just yet, because I haven't even been out of the HQ, like, area. I haven't even been out of that. So yeah, maybe hit me up on the next stream, when I stream next time, and we'll see about doing, co-op. Because like I say, I never even did co-op with Far Cry 5. And, like I say, also I do kind of want to know the person a little bit first. Oh, here we go. Nephilim, what'd you buy? What did you buy? Hang on. Oh, okay, cool, Kington, cool. Yeah, I had never played any of the Far Cry games until this one. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious, dude. That's like your Hello Kitty Gundam that you got. Wait, yeah, it was a Gundam. Yeah, Hello Kitty Gundam. Yeah, I never got into... Oh, wow, she's got a big old sword. The gloves are kind of Mickey Mouse reminiscent. Yeah, Kingdon, it's funny. I got Far Cry 5 because it was on sale for... Let's see, they had 3, 4, and 5, and they were on sale for like $4, $7, and $9, I think is what they were on sale for. And so I thought, well, Far Cry 5, I'll check it out for $9. That's so cheap, I'll check it out. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Health, magic, and stamina can be moved. Oh, that's cool.
Funny how this place can feel so big yet so small.
Oh, you got it for $9 as well. Cool. Yeah, and then I saw, and then of course I finished 5, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. The ending was great and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, well, I kind of, since I'm done with the game, I don't really want to play it anymore, even though I had some stuff still to do as far as like
Honestly, didn't think Carmina would come back, let alone with help.
Achievements and whatnot. But I thought, well, I kind of want to keep playing the game, but I kind of want to see what happens next. So that's when I got this one, and this one was like $11.99. I think it's on sale for right now. Yeah, that's the thing I have to say with ESO, that the UI is not the best, but it's okay.
I miss toilet paper so fucking much.
But I only played it during the freebie week or 2 weeks, whatever it was on. It was for free during. But I'm thinking I might end up getting Graymore and all that, but I don't know, man. We'll see. The thing is, I got so many games that I want to play. Well, actually, what I'll probably do is I'll wait for it to go on sale again, and then I might go ahead and pick it up. So we'll see. We shall see. Oh. I hear a snake. Get out of here, snake. Where you at? I hate the snakes in this game. Come on, snake. Where you at?
I love my family, but sometimes
Ooh.
I need to be far away from
Yoink. Yoink. If you did upgrade your PC to play it, Aaron has an ESO channel. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, oh my gosh, where is this dumb snake? Ah, there he is! Really? Oh, there he is. Really? Because he bites you, you can't shoot him? Oh, there we go.
How you
Jerk,
survive out
snake.
here. Nothing wasted.
Okay, yeah, I think my Mac will probably play ESO, but I kind of was like, I think I want it for console though. ESO does kind of play
There's gotta be other places in the
with
world
the
that
way
do
you
as
have
well
so
as
much
we are.
crafting and your inventory and all that. Sometimes I think it probably would play better with a PC or Mac, but I was like, you know, I think if I get it again, I think I'm gonna get it for PS4. So I'll probably end up upgrading and getting it for PS4 when I do get it. Like basically when it just goes on sale again, I'll probably just get it for PS4. Okay, I have no idea what I want, where I want to go. Well, I know where I'm going. I know that I'm going that way, but I want to kind of explore everywhere too. Ooh, you got.
Grab what you can when you can.
These creatures are interesting. They're like, they're nuclear, irradiated version of animals, I guess. Like deer, but mutated or something, I guess. 2 times I crashed now. Too much on screen or DLC dungeons. Oh, really? Oh, hey, Kington, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Here, let me pause for a minute because I don't want to be, like, looking over here at my computer screen and then all of a sudden, you're getting attacked. Yeah, Kington, let me look at your profile, and if you want, I'll give you a follow back. I don't know if you do streaming and all that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, let me give you a follow back, Kington. Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. And sorry I say man, I don't know if man I should always say like dude, because that way to me dude is kind of either or. I don't like to assume male or female, you know. ESO takes up X amount of RAM as it goes over, then it crashes. Ah, okay. Well, RAM wise, let me ask you this, Ace Talks Wolf, I've got 16 gigs of RAM. Will that hold up pretty well with ESO? I'd assume so, right? The only thing is I've got a good processor, an i7 and all that, but the graphics card I have is an NVIDIA GeForce GT750 1 gig, so I don't know how well that would hold up. Oh yeah, Bill and Ted 3 is supposed to be coming out soon. Yeah, I guess they're going to be able to go ahead and have that come out in theaters, I guess. I don't know. I'm, oh, it's going to be on the VOD. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, my thing is, I haven't been to the theater in a long time in the first place. I only go for movies that are, like, really big movies. Because I'm just, like, depending on what theater you go to, there's a theater by my house, somewhat, that's, really nice, and it's only, like, 4 screens. But it's really nice, and that place I like going to because I've never had any problems there. But too many times you have people who are just jerks and they don't understand that when you're watching a movie in a theater, don't take your phone out and start looking at your phone. Don't do that. There's a site able to test if you can run stuff. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. If you've got it in there, link it in there. That'd be great. check that out. Ooh, more tape. Let's get down. Okay. But yeah, I've always been quite a homebody anyway. Oh, what is this down here? But especially now with COVID, it's like, well, heck, I'll just stay home anyway. Ooh, what's this? Loot. Oh, this looks like, there's an S there. Is there a Y and an E somewhere? Is it, what's his name stuff? I don't know. Yeah, I'm a big movie nerd, but I'm a big movie nerd with, oh, here we go. Reach Chocolate Wolf.
Things were going just fine.
Oh, okay. Online system requirements. Let me see. I don't usually need my glasses, but sometimes. Okay, CPU. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I have to check that out. Like I say, though, I think I'd probably play it still on PC or PS4. I should test your PC if you mail over or something. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I like my screen as big as possible too, Nephilim. But if it's on VOD, then I can watch it on in my living room. I have a 4K TV that's 54. I always forget. Yeah, that's the thing with console. It's a lot more stable. That's my thing too. I kind of prefer console, depending on what the game is, of course. But for the most part, I like console. Okay, now let's run over this way. Although, should we run over there, or should we go? Well, he'll be on the way, I suppose. All right, let's go this way. Oh, here we go. Loot. Copper, nice. That copper can be worth quite a bit of money nowadays. Here in the U.S., we have copper pennies, right? Like 1 cent. They're not hardly even made with any copper anymore, because copper's actually gotten to where it's somewhat, it's worth quite a bit more nowadays. Trick with movie theaters is go when it's that. You know what, Nephilim? That's exactly it. Yeah, that's what I end up doing too. What are these people doing?
Hey there. The highwaymen are everywhere in Hope County, except the north.
That's what I would always do too. Whenever I'd go see a movie, I'd go at like
horseshoes up your ass for surviving that crash.
Well, I'd go to like the first the what do you call it? Not early bird special, but like the first showing of it. You know, that's what I would do a lot of times. Because people are terrible. And then I've had times. I remember one time watching a movie with a couple of friends and stuff, and somebody was talking. Oh, buried cargo somewhere around here. Only saying tends to be because of their bad bugging software. Consoles harder. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing too, is that if it's on console, it's kind of already been like you're not going to have a whole lot of where it just quits on you. Whereas on a PC or Mac, you can have. Oh, look at that! I got Forager trophy earned. If you're on PC or Mac, you can have that thing where, for whatever reason, just crashes. When it's
I want to live up to that.
When it's on a console, you usually don't have those types of problems. Yeet. Consoles make you auto-update stuff more. Yeah. I don't mind it too much. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that. Dang it. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, yeah, I've had it. Oh, yeah, so to finish that story, I think we were watching, I think it was the first Batman movie in theaters. Not the first Batman movie as in 1966. I wasn't born in 66. Yeah, the PCs and Macs tend to crash more. Yeah, the consoles, you don't have as many crashes. But yeah, so to finish that story, we're in the theater watching, I think it was Batman. And these people were... So you know when you talk, if you whisper, your voice doesn't travel, right? You can hear it really well, but it doesn't travel. These people were talking like this, thinking that would be better. It's like, no, your voice, I can hear you all the way down the row. To the point where I finally said, could you guys not talk, please? And I just spoke kind of like that. And then later they were like, they made some other little snide comment, like I was wrong for telling them to be quiet. It's madness. It's the kind of thing like somebody can cut you off in traffic, or they almost hit you. You honk at them, and then they flip you off. And you're like, wait a minute. You're in the wrong. I'm beeping at you so you can know that, hey, you almost hit me, and you flip me off? That kind of stuff makes me mad. I mean, and I mean mad as in crazy. So yeah, because of that, a lot of times I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll just get it. I'll just get the VOD version, and I'll watch it here at home in 4K. I'll just do that because I have the 4K TV and then surround and everything. So like, for me, my living room is like home theater, very much so. Oh, stupid snake! Come here, snake. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Got him. Ah.
Find something useful.
Yeah, Nephilim, that's the thing. If you don't... oh, here we go. One guy got really arsey because me and a mate had talked through the film. Yeah, if it's during the trailers, big deal. I mean, yes, there's certain trailers where you're like, oh, but I really want to get into this. I can understand it where people don't really want you talking too much during the trailers, but it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, there's certain people in this world, man, who just don't give a crap about anything but themselves. And it's just a shame. But like I say, that's where I just go, well, unless it's like some big Avengers movie or, you know, some big Marvel movie or something like that, I'll be like, I'll just watch it at home.
That's gonna come in handy one day.
Ads, F it, trailers, so-so, movie, no. Yeah, to me it depends on the trailer, I guess. I tend to... I won't talk during a trailer, though. I usually won't talk during a trailer, because, you know, it's something you're trying to watch. Basically he said, you've talked through the trailers, do you mind keeping it down now? Yeah, that's kind of... I mean, on one hand, I kind of go like, wow, kind of being a bit of a jerk, right? At the same time, you go, well, they were probably being a jerk because they were afraid you were going to be a jerk, and they've had bad experiences where people have talked through the whole movie. So I wouldn't doubt it. Like, I can't say I blame them for being a little bit arsey about it, but yeah, it's a little arsey. Oh, and the new Batman, yeah, it looks good. I was kind of on the fence. I was like, well, I think Robert Pattinson, I think he's going to make a great...
all over the country, and every now and then they send supply drops to help each other out. If you see a plane, it's likely one of theirs. It's always a race to see who can claim the drop first, and it's always a fight.
Oh, look at that. 63 meters. Let's see if we can get to it.
Can we talk, please?
Oh, this is the guy I'm supposed to be here for. Loot. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Hang on. Oh, and I found Bean. Yeah, look at that. Got a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, I got a trophy for Yoink. Oh, I got people coming after me. Oh, boy. Hang on. Hang on. Wait, where'd they go? Oh, I got a badge for Yoink. Oh, pause for a second. Oh, get off of that. Yeah, Pattinson is one of those actors, I think, that because he's been in certain movies, people think he's like, whatever. You go, well, he's an actor, though. He can play different stuff. Yeah, in DC, yeah, the Twilight films. You know, Pattinson reminds me of, by the way, I think that was my work email. Yeah, what... $8.26. I hate getting work emails at home because people are just so stupid about stuff. Yeah, Pattinson, I always think about, I think of him the way I think of, what's the guy who played young Anakin? Not the little kid, but the older guy, that actor. he was terrible in the the Star Wars prequels. He was terrible. But I've seen him in other movies, and he's a great actor. But I think Pattinson kind of suffered from that as well, in that he's a good actor that was in, I don't want to say bad movies, because some people really liked him. There you go, Hayden Christensen. That's how I think about Pattinson as well. I think he's a great actor, but you know, those Twilight movies were not my thing. I don't want to say they were bad. Yeah, Kristen Stewart, I think, or Stewart, right? Yeah, Stewart. I think that's it, right? I don't know about her too much. Although Pattinson I haven't seen in a lot of stuff either, but I think that's the thing, is like, you go, well, they're not a bad actor. They were just in movies that some people didn't like. That's it. Twilight movies, I hate to say that they were bad movies, because it's like, well, people liked them. So some people thought they were great. For my part, I didn't care for them that much, but then again, they weren't for me. They weren't movies aimed at me. So, you know. Yeah, they kind of made her seem monotone. Some of that too, though, especially with Hayden Christensen, I think he's a good actor, but I think he was directed poorly in those prequels. Because some of that stuff, you go, well, why not do another take? Let him do it again, but do it differently or better. Same thing with what's her name that was in those movies as well. What's her name? The professional lady, Jane from the Marvel movies, right? Thor's girlfriend, that actress. Same thing with her. She was terrible in those Star Wars prequels, but she's a great actress. Anyway, so yeah, point about Pattinson. I thought he was like, okay, he's got the jawline, he's got the face for Batman, sure. And yeah, when I saw the trailer, I was like, a friend of mine described it as Seven meets Batman. The movie Seven with Morgan Freeman and what's this about? Yeah, bad direction, time pressure, and stupid stories. Yeah, that's the prequels was kind of like that. But yeah, I'm excited for that new Batman. That looks great. It looks really, really cool. It looks like very gritty, but not like gritty like let's be gritty, but just gritty as in it's gritty. Yeah, she got better when she was. There were scenes that she was okay in for me, and then there were scenes that you're like, wow, you guys are really like, this would not make me think you're a good actor. But I think it's one of those things where they just needed to do another take. To me, it's like, yeah, do another take of that, because that was not good. Okay, there were bad guys here.
I've been through worse. Please help. It'll work out good for you. Promise.
I'll come and talk to you in a second, dude. But yeah, that new Batman,
Liberating some assets, huh?
I'm definitely excited for it. Oh, here we go, some more duct tape. I'm excited for it. It looks really good. I like when they were like, you know, he could have said the line, "I'm Batman," but no, he said, "I'm Vengeance." You're like, okay, that is kind of cool. Let's talk to this guy.
I need a runner.
quick.
My knees are just no good. Oh, thank goodness. You're so nice. I'm Bean, creator of Wikipedia. You know, your one-stop shop for maps and intel.
Wikipedia? Really?
Just the tips. But here's the rub. Wikipedia is in danger. My key assets are all gone. Intel, maps, you name it. And now my business plan is missing too. But I know who gave me the shaft. My employee, Richard. He's got a real bad gambling habit, always playing crazy eights with those highwaymen and losing his pants. He must have hidden the plan somewhere for safekeeping, else they just take it from him. They're not very nice or respectful.
I don't know. Nothing. This is probably. I'm sure it's a play on something, but I'm not familiar with it, so I don't
right
know.
To his hidey hole. I'm sure of it. I'd go, but I've got bad knees, and lungs, and eyes. Anyway, please get my business plan back. If you reach around my back now, I'll reach around yours later. That's a Wikipedia promise.
Okay. So there's another mission to go on. Okay. Yeah, I'll bet that's probably what it is. The first film called for a controlled politician. Film 2 was kind of terrible. All around 3, yeah.
Predictable.
I
wonder what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, those prequels. One thing I really loved about those prequels. Oh, look at that. Oh no, he's not good. Okay. Usually the dogs you can pet, but apparently that was a wild dog, like a wolf, so, okay. Yeah, the prequels, one thing I really loved about them was sound design. I thought that was amazing. Wait, here's something. Okay. The dude who covered the whole... Wait, who covered the whole Occupy Wall Street thing? Oh, okay. I wouldn't doubt if that was a callback or whatever to him. These games are kind of known for their little like in jokes and whatever. Oh wow, look at that. Holy. She got him. Okay. Loot. Let's go and pick this guy up. This guy won't die, obviously, so he's always going to be able to be revived. At least half of what was wrong with the prequel story was just sheer. I need to answer some. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like, one of the things that made the Star Wars saga, if you will, so great is the idea of like, we don't need to explain everything. Can I not grab this person's weapon? I probably can't. I don't have a space for it yet, anyway.
Not dying.
But yeah, they tried to kind of, like you say, they tried to answer too many things. Like, oh, let's make a reference to this, that, and the other, because we got to know where that came from. Like, you don't really have to answer everything. And then yeah, a lot of it was just kind of, some of it was pretty dopey, but sound design, the effects were pretty great. But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of all that stuff. See, okay, so Clone Wars, I always hear people say they'll go, yeah, the prequels weren't great, but Clone Wars was awesome. I still haven't watched any of the Clone Wars stuff, but I've heard that is really good. Clone Wars and the other one, Clone Wars and the other one. I think we talked about this before, you Stocks Wolf, that those were actually really good. And you know what? I think I might go ahead and stop streaming for now because Scott is about to start Boop. He streams that at he starts that at 4:30 my time, and it's 4:12 right now. Clone Wars was, oh no, Clone Wars film. Yeah, no, that one bad. That's part of the prequels. But I was thinking the cartoon as well, the TV show or the series, I should say. Yeah, I heard the TV show was good for Clone Wars, and Rebels was really good. That's what I've heard as well. Oh, we have another dog attack? Oh, we have 2 dogs attack. Wow. Revive my character.
Shit, it's bad.
I gotcha.
Really
You're
bad.
alright.
Oh. Thanks.
Newt.
Finders keepers.
Newt. Okay, I think I might go back. Let's see, can I go back to base from here, or how does that work? There's a story mission. I think I may just quit here. I kind of want to wait for Scott to come online so I can raid his channel, but I honestly don't know when he's going to start up his podcast, his thing. Jeez Louise. Okay, let me go to the chat here. Star Wars, main Star Wars films should have been Clone Wars on, Kenobi is General finding Anakin and training. Yeah, there was a little bit of, I mean, I think they kind of, one of the main things that I saw that was a problem with the prequels was they didn't have him really kind of start turning bad until the 3rd movie, and you're like, well, wait a minute. It's as if you guys were like, oh shoot, we've only got a third of the movie left, we got to have him be Darth Vader. And they kind of, everything was like, okay, we got to hurry up and make him turn bad. It just wasn't very convincing of him turning bad. Like, it's one thing to go, I'm frustrated because I'm wanting to be a Jedi and this, that, and the other is happening, to I'm murdering children. That's where you go, no. And then, of course, you know, the whole midichlorian thing, all that stuff was terrible. But I will say, Ewan McGregor is fantastic as Obi-Wan. what's his name? Qui-Gon. What's his name? The actor. He was fantastic. He was great. But then like Jar Jar was terrible. All the characters around the pod race thing were so stupid. A lot of that stuff was just really dumb. Yeah, I should have been forced into it more. Yeah. And then the sequels were equally had a lot of the same kind of problems, you know. Yeah, and if they just wrote Jar Jar, to me, I don't mind the character Jar Jar. Like if they had a character that was kind of like meant to be the guide for these Jedis and into the like, because that was kind of his purpose as a character. The character itself is just dumb. It's like I don't care that they had a character to be that bridge into that environment and you know whatever, but he was just dumb. He was just ridiculous. It was like, no, this is. I mean, I guess it's a good. The prequels were good for if you were 12, you know. But if you were like people who grew up with the originals, you're like, it just didn't work for me. But and like I say, the sequels, I kind of had some major problems with those as well. So for me, I look at Star Wars as the first 3 movies. Those were my favorites, and the other ones, not so much. And then of course, Mandalorian is a fantastic series. Literally came out before I guess. Yeah, there was a lot of accents that weren't great. They weren't like well thought out. Seemed like, and yeah, Rogue One had some problems. It was okay. It was definitely better than the prequels, but I had some problems with that one as well. Where I was like, wait a minute, but this guy was the thing with the stuff and the other thing and like stuff like that it makes sense. And Solo was very much the same kind of thing. An okay movie, but some kind of problems, you know. Yeah, Rogue One could have been a bit darker. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But that's where I just go, I like the original trilogy and Mandalorian. Those are kind of like my 2 main Star Wars stuff. But all that being said, that's kind of why I've been more Star Trek than Star Wars. You know, Star Wars has just always been more my jam, especially Next Generation. That was my main thing. TOS I never got too much into because I was too young. 66, I was born in 72. So TNG was my thing. TNG came out right as I was graduating high school. So that was my... TNG was fantastic. DS9. Voyager not as much. Enterprise not as much. Enterprise I wanted to like a lot more because the characters were great, the ship was great, the tech was great, the stories weren't so great. Yeah, Trek is a little more consistent. And of course Trek movies, it's so weird. The Trek movies, the even numbered ones are better than the odd numbered ones. And that continued all the way up through what was it? First Contact was great. The one after that wasn't so great, and then the one after that was better. I think that was the last one in that series. But yeah, the Trek movies were great, but TNG was always my favorite series. Yeah. Alright, I'm trying to kill time because I'm wanting to see if Scott's about to go live, but he hasn't gone live yet. It's already 4:15, or 4:17 actually, so he should be getting ready to start streaming. We're going to go and raid his channel, but he's not started yet. Let me double check his schedule, make sure he didn't change something. Yeah, Boop show at 3:30, but that's Mountain Time, so that's 4:30 my time. Yeah, like I say, unless something changed. I don't know. Keep waiting. Yeah, that's it. Oh, Each Dr. Wolf, really, you didn't care for the films that much? It depends, though. For me, it's always like Star Trek, the motion picture, right? Was cool at the time, but it was really, really slow. It was like 3 hours long, and it was really slow. Khan was amazing. 3 is better than I remember it. If I could write a Trek episode, season, or film, what would it be? You know, I only watched the first episode, Discovery. I didn't care for it that much. Not enough to get CBS All Access. Picard, they had the first episode where you could watch it for free. That was the same thing where I was like, no, the whole premise is kind of skewed for me. Then the Star Trek Lower Decks cartoon, I saw bits and pieces of it, but I was like, no, it's kind of, no. To me, the best Star Trek on TV right now is the Orville, which I think they're still in the hiatus. I don't think they've started season 3 yet. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Yeah, and they didn't have the same directors, which is, yeah, that's part of the problem. Although, really, if they had just good directors and good scripts, you know, that'd probably be better. But, yeah, Khan was great. The one with the whales, which was Journey Home, I forget what it was called. And then 6, which with the Klingons, was pretty good. And then 8 was First Contact. And then 9 was Insurrection. 10 was the one with Tom Hardy. Yeah, so it was a sci-fi show. I actually, you know what, the Lower Decks thing, there was an episode of TNG called Lower Decks. Oh, here we go. Scott's going with Boop. We'll go over there and raid in just a second. There was an episode called Lower Decks which dealt with the junior officers. Fantastic episode and fantastic idea. The idea of like the guy from Justified. Which guy was that? Yeah, Nemesis is what I was thinking of. Yeah. But yeah, so it was Lower Decks. It was like the junior officers, and they didn't see everything that was going on because they were junior officers, right? It was great. It was such a cool idea, and I think it seemed like they were going to do a Star Trek show around the time that they were doing DS9 and everything. That they thought about doing one where it was going to be Starfleet Academy, and kind of have it be just younger officers, kind of just going into being an officer and learning and everything. That was a really cool idea, but they never did that. So I don't know. All right, you guys, we're gonna raid Scott Johnson. You guys ready? Thanks you guys for stopping by the way. I appreciate that raid from Aaron. And thank you for the follow. Where'd he go? Yeah, Kington25. I'll check you out next time. Yeah, Tom Hardy. Yeah. He was skinny back then. He didn't look anything like... Well, especially when he played Bane, he was all muscular and everything. It looked completely different. But yeah, let's raid Scott Johnson. Raid. Frog Pants. I may stream some more tomorrow. Probably, if nothing else, I'll probably do Wednesday. Thursday I gotta work, so probably not Thursday, but maybe on Wednesday. But we are going to raid Scott. Get ready for it. And here we go. We're raiding now. I will check you guys probably tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll see. Here we go. Okay, go ahead and turn this off. Go to this. Actually, let's keep that going. We'll just turn it down. She's such an idiot. Preferred on the 26th. We're not there until the 27th, you stupid bitch. And again, she's doing this shit again. She's so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. It still says August 27th, 2020. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, I see. Need that back on Wednesday. No.